Mentor enough founders, students, and ambitious creators, and you realize something strange. It feels exactly like standing at a misty train station. There is a widespread assumption that mentorship is a navigational exercise. We treat it as a map-making session for someone who is temporarily lost. The transaction seems simple. The traveler provides a destination, and the mentor provides the specific logistical turns, the leverage, the margins, the distribution needed to arrive there. This model fails because it relies on a hidden flaw. It assumes that the person standing on the platform actually wants to go to the place they named. A train arrives, the doors slide open, the destination is announced, and yet the crowd on the platform refuses to move. Another train arrives shortly after, offering a clear path to a new location, and the mentees remain exactly where they were. This hesitation has nothing to do with a lack of skill or poor directions. These people are perfectly capable of boarding. It is a paradox. They sincerely believe they are looking for a train, while they actively ignore every viable engine that pulls up to the platform. Consider the founder who claims they want to build a startup. They ask for the blueprint to scale a company. You provide the technical advice they asked for, discussing leverage, operational risk, and the grit required for long-term distribution. Eventually, you see the divergence. They wanted the social outcome associated with being a founder. They waited for a different train. The same applies to the student asking for machine learning. They don't want infrastructure. They are seeking absolute certainty about their future. Mentors spend years solving logistical problems for people who are actually suffering from a deep emotional misalignment regarding where they are going. Mentorship functions as a testing ground for discarding false destinations until the traveler can no longer ignore the truth. This process reveals a strict limit. Internal clarity cannot be transferred from one human being to another. It cannot be downloaded or taught. You can explain the mechanics of 100 different industries, but you cannot force the internal realization that makes a person step forward. We are bound by a chronological law. Clarity is a byproduct of movement. It is the data generated by action, meaning it can never be a precursor to starting the journey. Accepting this law changes the mentor's perspective. Frustration with the mentee's paralysis disappears, replaced by a fascination with the slow unfolding of their psychology. When travelers realize they must move to find their way, their timelines diverge. Some board the next available train immediately. Others stay on the platform for years. Many eventually walk away from their original goals entirely, boarding trains bound for destinations they never would have considered at the start. Sometimes the shift is total. A traveler realizes they never wanted a train at all. They wanted a boat. The weight of flawed expectations simply falls away, leaving the traveler to discover what it is they actually need. In later years, the identity of the mentor shifts from a provider of answers to a silent observer on the platform. The train arrives. The doors open. The destination is announced. The role of the witness is reduced to a single gesture, pointing. The choice to step across that threshold belongs to the traveler. It is the one part of the journey a mentor can never influence. Mentorship isn't about teaching people how to board. It is about holding the space until they finally decide where they are truly trying to go.